Hey, you did it. You saved up that first $1,000. Seriously, that's a huge milestone. But it also brings you to this really critical decision point. What do you do next?
So, that's the big question, right? Do you just let that cash sit there? Or do you make it start working for you? Well, today, we're going to break down the smartest ways to turn that first grand into a real foundation for your financial future.
And look, this isn't just about $1,000. It's about taking your very first step on the path to building real long-term wealth. I'm not kidding. The decisions you make with this first bit of money can literally set the stage for everything that comes next. And hey, if you're serious about that journey, you've definitely come to the right place. Here at Ditta Finance, this is what we do. We create explainers just like this one, packed with clear, actionable strategies. So if you want to keep learning with us, go ahead and hit subscribe, turn on those notifications. Let's build that future together. Okay, let's get into it. But wait, before we even think about picking an investment, we've got to build a solid foundation. Seriously, this part is non-negotiable. There are two absolutely crucial steps you need to take before you invest a single dollar. All right, so here's the deal. Step 1, tackle any of that nasty high-interest debt, like credit cards. Think about it. Paying off a card that's charging you 15 or 20% interest, that's like getting a guaranteed 15 or 20% return on your money. No investment out there can promise you that. Then, step 2, build a small emergency fund. Even just $500 to $1,000 tucked away in a savings account. That's your buffer. It's the safety net that stops you from having to sell your investments when life throws you a curveball. Okay, foundation is built. Awesome. Now we get to the fun part, putting that $1,000 to work. Let's dive into some of your best options.
So we've got 5 really smart choices here. First up, low-cost index funds or ETFs. These are perfect if you just want to invest in the whole stock market at once with super low fees. Next, robo-advisors. This is kind of your set-it-and-forget-it option, where technology just handles it all for you based on your goals. Third, if you're not a big risk taker, a high-yield savings account is a great choice. It keeps your money safe while earning you way more interest than a regular bank. Fourth, we have fractional shares. This lets you buy a little piece of a huge company like Amazon or Apple, even if you can't afford a whole share. And finally, and this one's a biggie, invest in yourself. Seriously, a new skill or a certification could give you the highest return of all by boosting how much you earn down the road.
Okay, let's zoom in on one of those for a second, the robo-advisor. I know it sounds kind of futuristic, but the concept is actually super simple. It's basically an automated service that builds and manages a whole diversified portfolio for you. For anyone who feels totally overwhelmed by all the choices, this can be a fantastic, low-cost way to just get started. All right, now I want to talk about what might be the most exciting, most powerful concept in all of finance. It is the real secret sauce to building wealth over time. We're talking about the magic of compounding, and it's how your small investment can grow into something huge. So, what exactly is it? To put it simply, compounding is when your investments earn you some money, and then that money starts earning its own money. It creates this incredible snowball effect where your growth isn't just steady, it actually starts to accelerate. And the key ingredient, the thing that makes it all work, is time.
And just look at this number. This shows you the kind of power we're talking about. Let's say you get an average 10% return each year. That first $1,000 of yours could grow to over $6,700 in 20 years. And get this, that's without you adding another single penny. That's the magic right there. Time does all the heavy lifting for you.
Of course, this whole investing journey, it isn't always smooth sailing. There are definitely pitfalls. And honestly, knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what you should do. So let's talk about a few common mistakes to make sure you protect that hard-earned money.
First off, you have to resist the urge to chase those hot stocks you hear about online or from a friend. That's not really investing, it's more like gambling. Second, and this one's huge, when the market inevitably takes a dip, and it will, don't panic and sell everything. Patience is your best friend here. Markets always recover. And finally, you gotta watch out for fees. High fees compound just like your money does, but they work against you, slowly eating away at your growth over time. The whole game is about discipline and thinking long-term.
So look, if you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. That first $1,000, it's way more than just money. It's a seed. It's the seed of your entire financial future. Plant it wisely, protect it, and just give it time. It really can grow into the financial future you've always dreamed of. You've already taken the first step just by watching this. Seriously. Now it's time to take the next one. If you found this helpful, do me a favor and share it with a friend who's also just getting started. And of course, make sure you're subscribed to Ditta Finance so you don't miss our next explainer. Come on, let's grow together.